Hey, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Just making sure that I am live, and I am. So, welcome, everybody. Day 3. We are going to be talking about 6 ways that you can establish credit. So, I'm just going to wait for a few people to get on in. But while I'm doing that, because this is going to be saved, I'm just going to kind of jump into it. I want to first give a shout out to my good friend O'Shea Nelson. He is an insurance agent. He helps entrepreneurs get insurance, health insurance. He also helps people who cannot get health insurance to get low cost health insurance. Definitely reach out to him, guys, because he's doing a really good thing. Of course, I do help with credit, but he also helps with health insurance. So I do have his shirt on, repping his brand today. That is why I'm not dressed up today. If you can't see it, this is also his logo. So definitely go reach out to him. His Instagram name is Tattooed Insurance Guy. I will put it in the comments after this video, but I'm also going to tag his Facebook page. Definitely go reach out to him and get all the health insurance that you need, guys. Right now it is vital to have health insurance because COVID is happening and you don't want that to affect your taxes, because we all know that is something that can affect your tax refund. So just an idea, just throwing that out there to reach out to Mr. O'Shea Nelson. And I'm just excited to go ahead and jump into the information. So, of course, the last 2 days we have talked about other ways that cash is king but credit is power. Monday, we talked about how the credit score is broken down. Yesterday, we discussed 6 different items that can really negatively affect your credit score. And then today, we're going to talk about 6 different ways that you can establish credit. So, if I'm looking down, just know that I'm looking at my notes, guys. So, one big thing that I definitely want to talk about today is the fact that a lot of people hear credit repair and they know that you want to dispute any negative items. You want to go ahead and get dispute letters and send those out. Get those negative, inaccurate, derogatory items off of your credit report. But that's only part of the deal, right? So in order to establish good credit history, you also want to do some different things that are going to help build your score as well. So getting those negative items removed takes away credit history. So you also want to start establishing positive credit as well. So today we're going to talk about 6 different ways that you can establish positive credit. Okay. So number one, guys, if you do not have a checkings and a savings account at a major bank, you want to apply for both. So that just goes to show that you have a relationship with a bank. It shows that you know how to manage your money, right? Because oftentimes, if you have a relationship with your bank, they will give you a credit card, even if maybe you have a really low credit score. If you're showing positive banking history, they can also, go ahead and approve you for a credit card as well. So definitely keep that in mind. That's just one tip right there, right? The next one, get a secured card. So how many of you have heard of secured cards versus unsecured cards? Right? So a secured card is where you put your own money down. Essentially, you are borrowing your own money and you're building credit that way. So say if you get a $500 secured card, you are going to automatically put $500 to the bank. They're going to go ahead and put those funds on hold, and they're going to give you a credit card with that $500, and you are going to essentially be paying yourself back that $500, building credit history, right? It is a regular credit card, so you can still use it, right? But you still are going to be utilizing your own money essentially. So you're still paying it off. And then when it's time to upgrade to an unsecured card, you will get those funds back. And then you'll have that additional $500 that you put down on a secured card. But it is a good way to start establishing good credit history, because so many of us cannot get a unsecured card, right? Because we have negative credit history. So getting a secured card goes ahead and gives you that positive credit history, and it shows that you can be trusted with other people's money because you can be trusted with your own, right? So get a secured card. The next one is going to be take out a small loan from a credit union or a bank. So I remember actually when I got my first job at McDonald's in Missouri, I actually established an account with a credit union right in Missouri. I would deposit all of my banking statements in there. I would deposit all of my checks from work in there. And I did get a secured loan just to help build my credit score up. At the time, I was 16 years old, but my mom and dad were really big on building my credit at that point in time. So I did get a secured loan. I was, knowing that I was going to college, so I wanted to go ahead and build my credit score up. So I did get that secured loan. But same thing applies with the secured loan as it applies for a secured card. You do have to put your money up front, and then essentially you're paying that off over time. And it's just showing that you can be trusted with money. If you can trust yourself with your own money to pay your own money back, then definitely you can trust it. Anyone else can trust you to borrow their money as well and pay it back. So that is just another way that you can build some positive credit history. The next one is to become an authorized user. So how many of us have parents who have credit cards, right? And maybe our parents have already figured it out that, good credit is power, right? So our parents have learned to, pay their bills on time. They're learning how to utilize good credit. And while we're trying to fix our credit, you can actually ask your parents or maybe a friend or an auntie, an uncle, grandparent to go ahead and add you as an authorized user. At that point in time, that is also reporting to your credit report as well. So it's showing positive credit history for you as well. So that is another great way to build your credit score and establish good credit history, because it is showing that even though that person is paying, you're an authorized user. So technically you're authorized to use their card. And sometimes some banks will even give you a card in your own name. I wouldn't recommend using a card if you're an authorized user, because it is still not your account. You're just an authorized user on the account. But it is a good way to establish some positive credit history. The next one will be alternative credit reports. So if you do not have established credit, you are not completely out of luck. This is for people who don't have any credit at all, right? So some lenders will pull special reports that record whether or not consumers pay their rent and utility bills online or on time, right? So a big nugget, right? Write this one down. An alternative credit report that you can use is Experian Boost. So many people have heard of Experian Boost. They actually do that exact thing, right? They actually utilize your phone bill or your utility bill, any kind of bill that you're paying monthly, and they use that to help boost your credit score. And it's almost instantly, right? So that's not something that my company offers, but it is a free resource that anyone can use. Go to experianboost.com, and that is an alternative way to boost your score. Another alternative way is Credit My Rent, right? I do offer that program. It is a paid program, but what you can do is credit your rent to your credit report. And how many of us are paying rent monthly on time, right? That's our biggest bill every month. So you want to make sure that you're getting credit for paying that on time, right? So people get credit for paying their mortgage on time, right? When you pay that mortgage, it's getting reported to that credit bureau. But how many of us don't have homes yet? We're not paying mortgages yet, right? So you can report your rent to your credit report. So if you want access to that and more information on that, definitely I can give you pricing and give you a little bit more information. You can report up to 2 years of positive rental history. So 2 years is going to give you a big amount of credit history. It's going to give you a big amount of payment history, right? And if you were on my live the first day on Monday, you understand how much that takes up of your credit score, right? So Credit My Rent is definitely a useful program that is going to help you build your credit score a lot faster. So if you want access to that or you want more information about Credit My Rent, definitely comment below. That way I can get you some more information, because it's definitely useful. I have so many business partners who've used it, clients who are using Credit My Rent. I've used Credit My Rent, right? Because apartments cost money, right? Go ahead and credit that rent to your credit report, right? Okay. And get that money, get that credit boost, okay? Another one is Self Lender. So third resource for alternative credit reports. If you know about Self Lender, that is not something that I offer either. I only offer Credit My Rent, but Self Lender is actually an app that you can use or a website that you can use where essentially you are saving. It's like a savings account, but it reports to your credit report, right? So it's almost kind of like a secured loan, but it's not. It's actually a savings account. And what they do is they actually give you credit for going ahead and saving each month. So you put away a certain amount of money, they're going to give you credit for paying that each month. And then all you have to do is keep paying it for the amount of time that you decided to do that program for. Once you complete it, they take out, of course, interest and a little fee, but definitely a lot better than having a negative credit report. So self lender is also an option. So you have Experian Boost, you have Credit My Rent, you have self lender. Okay, utilize those resources. Back to the secured card. I also offer a secured card. So maybe you can't get approved for a secured card with your bank. I do offer that as well as a service. So definitely let me know if that is a method that you would like to use to help build your credit score. We can get you a secured card, minimum $200 down. So if you have $200 and you're looking to build your credit history, reach out to me. Let's get you a secured card. That way you have a credit card to be constantly building your credit history. Plus, you can be, building your credit score. So always useful. And the last but not least, the last way that you can build your score is make sure your personal information is correct, right? So, with the dispute process, many of you know anything that's inaccurate, obsolete, or erroneous has to be removed based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So, if you have any inaccurate information, you want to make sure that everything is accurate so that everything reporting to your credit report is actually yours, and everything that is reporting to your credit report is positive, right? So if maybe you made a mistake on an old application, or maybe maybe someone else filled out the application for you and made a mistake, you want to make sure to have those items removed, right? And then make sure that you have accurate information reporting to your credit report so that you do not have anything negative or derogatory on your report that should not be there. Okay. So those are my 6 tips, guys. Of course, as you can see, the last few days, I've also been posting these as, regular text posts. That way you can go back and do the research yourself as well. But just keep in mind, guys, these are all useful resources that you can use to help build your credit report. If you missed day 1 and 2 of the live streams, guys, go ahead back on my page and check those out. Share them with your friends, share them with your family, add them to a Facebook group of yours that you have a lot of family and friends with, guys. Everyone in the United States has a social security number and a credit report. We want to make sure that everyone gets this information, whether you have great credit or not. You never know. Life can happen at any point in time. And you want to make sure that you have this information so you know exactly how you can go back and fix your credit, right? So I'm providing these resources definitely for people who really want them. So go ahead and share these videos. Let people know that this series is happening this week. Of course, we are going until Friday, every day at 8 o'clock p.m. So I'm super excited to see you all every day. And if you're watching this live, hashtag live, right? If you're watching this as a replay, hashtag replay. That way I know when you're watching it. That way I can see what time I need to go live. Maybe I need to change the time that we're going live, right? So that more of you can tune in live and see all of this stuff live, right? Also, if you have any questions, comment them below, inbox me. I'm here to answer all of your questions. That's why I'm the financial literacy guru, right, guys? I studied this stuff. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I just want to make sure that everyone gets their credit where they want it to be. Everyone is able to maintain their finances. And if you need help with a budget, guys, reach out to me. I also offer that as a service to help you budget and create a personalized budget so that you can pay your bills on time, guys. Because some of us, maybe we don't have credit, but we want to start building credit, and we want to make sure that we are able to budget our money so that we can build credit accurately. So definitely reach out to me. I look forward to speaking with you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming out. And if I don't say it enough, guys, I love you all. Have a good day. Good night.